As a technician, how many times have you gone out to a customer's house because of unrealistic expectations? As an example, some homeowners expect air conditioners to be sized for their big Super Bowl party or 4th of July weekend. They want the temperature to be like an ice box. And of course, you're gonna have to show up on the drop of a dime if it doesn't work. Of course, this could have been solved on the front end with a little bit of customer education in the sales process. Hi, I'm Chris Morin with HVAC Pro Blog back again, and when it comes to customer education in the sales process, I like to talk about the occupied zone and work in a little bit of radiant asymmetry. The occupied zone is used in the design process as a way to make sure customers don't feel drafts. As you can see from ACA Manual RS, the occupied zone is 2 feet inward in the room from all walls and ceilings. On top of that, Manual J says the occupied zone is only 6.5 feet in height off the floor. This area between walls and ceilings is used to mix conditioned air in the room. In fact, in the heating season, this mixing is what stops customers from feeling convective currents or drafts. If they're within 2 feet of that wall or ceiling, they're not just gonna feel drafts, but they're also gonna feel what we call radiant asymmetry. This is the phenomenon, okay, not really a phenomenon, but maybe to a homeowner, of a warm or cold temperature sensation near that wall. If that wall is colder than you are, it's gonna be pulling heat from you. This could make you feel cold even if it's 70 in the room. Hence the statement my wife likes to say, a cold 70. The best example I like to use in training is if I just talk about an ice rink. When you're in the ice rink, if you're skating on the rink, it feels cold because the ice is much colder than your body, even though it might be 65 to 68 degrees in the space. This is radiant asymmetry, and it works both ways, not just with cold surfaces, but also with warm surfaces. I used to see this most often in the summertime in Cape-style homes. This is because upstairs on the second floor, you have a lot of roof, ceiling, wall combinations. And you typically, because the living area is so small, if you talk about the occupied zone, 2 feet inward from these walls, you're usually sitting, sleeping, standing outside of that occupied area. Because of this, if the wall or ceiling is hotter, particularly in the summertime, it's always gonna feel warm in that space, even if the temperature is 75 degrees. I'll tell you right now, the only answer to fix this issue is better air sealing and proper insulation. A larger air conditioner or a larger furnace isn't gonna help you. Larger doesn't compensate for the laws of physics. This is just another reason you should be peering into the attics when you're doing your sales calls and sizing systems. You need to confirm insulation and weatherization of the home. You don't wanna set this new system up for failure, and you certainly want to establish the occupied zone and radiant asymmetry with your customer on the front end. Please, don't leave this up to your technician working double time on the holiday weekends to explain to the homeowner how changing the fan speed or adding more Freon isn't gonna work. Thanks for joining me this week. I'm Chris with HVAC Pro Blog, where we provide advice for residential system design, quality installation, and system diagnosis.